Hey folks, welcome back to the shop. Pay no attention to this. Don't look at that. Don't. Just, I see you. Stop. This is next week's project. Okay? It's supposed to be this week's project, but just didn't have the time to take. I had to do a 1 day build because just, just because I had things going on. Our local town actually does their fireworks a week after the 4th. Okay? That's cool. It's a holiday that keeps on going. And so we're going to go to the festival tonight. And so I need just something I can do today, be done with it. And, guys are always talking about, oh, I scored a, big wood score. Woo. Well, I had me a big wood score. Okay. And it's a wood that I've never worked with before. And it's a wood that's very abundant. Probably not just to this area, but a lot of areas. And it's still in the back of my truck, actually. I haven't unloaded it yet. Still hot. But let's go see if we can find something to work with. A friend of mine said, hey, come out to my uncle's farm. There should be a song there, Uncle's Farm. He said he's got all kinds of wood down. I also had these scrap 2x4s. He didn't know where they came from. But this is my new workbench, or the rest of my miter station. And here's the thing. They got bolts and things and tabs and whatnots and doodads, and I don't care. Oh, I don't care because it's shop furniture. And it's free. What better price is there than that? Anyway, I'm going to clear some of this out. What he does is he makes cedar fence posts for his farm. And the cedar that's too big, he just leaves it sit there. So I think that guy right there is going to work. But I know this all looks junky. Into the heartwood, it's really good. So I can make stuff out of that. Eventually, I need to unload this truck, but it's not going to happen right now. Let's see if I can heave this thing out of here. Oh, we have shifting. Okay. Oh, someone put that. That's actually too big. That's fine. We'll fix it. All right. Oh, put them right there, right in the way. This particular piece looks like it was in a fire. That's interesting. And again, the outside this is all punky, but that heartwood is really nice. That's where I want it anyway. So we got the new horse out. Let's make sure we got fuel. Yep, we do. I'm going to cut this down. Again, this is an 18-inch blade. I'm going to go right about here for making a bowl. Hopefully it doesn't rip out of here and hit me in the leg. Probably ought to take these off. So nice. I'm just going to take this up here. It's right on the hole. Actually, I don't want it. This way. Again. I mean, how could you argue with this? That's going to be beautiful. going to be interesting here. There was a limb coming in, same here. That's going to make for interesting turning. This one is really not quite as, I could make a shallow bowl out of it. I think I'm going to go with this one. And my bowl is only going to be that wide. This is all, you know, punky wood. But I should be able to get, I don't know, 3-inch deep bowl out of that maybe. So let me get this cleaned up, get it cut out, get it chucked up, and all the things that need to happen. And then I'm just going to turn some music on and you guys can watch. Well, that was exciting, wasn't it? I've never popped the bottom out before. I've gotten close enough to crack them, but I haven't popped one out. This is such a pretty bowl. I don't want to just toss this out. The hole that I was fighting with, yeah, it goes all the way through. Not this one, but this one. And I do have a substantial crack right here. So I don't know, maybe it's good that that happened. It kills me because all I needed to do was just finish the bottom and the bowl was done. Well, I finished it too well. But I have seen some other guys have this problem and they could fix it. Now, I have a piece of cherry, which I don't think is going to look right. I think if I'm going to do this, it has to be a stark contrast. So I have this piece of oak that's glued together. And I think all I'm going to do is just draw that circle, cut it out bigger, and see if I can glue it in place and plug it. Now, the problem with that is that I am into my tenon, so I'm not going to be able to do any returning on this. So I went ahead and sanded everything, and if this works, then everything's going to have to be hand sanded from there. Hopefully it's as close a fit as I think it is. I'm just going to cut that out and see how close I can get. Okay, new day. I got home from church, and here's what we got. I actually came back out last night. This is the big hole that goes all the way through that I had to fill, and tried to fill this crack a little bit. It wasn't really taking much. Hopefully I got enough in there that it'll hold together. It looks like it's all the way through, but it's actually, it is. It's close. But the plug is in, and that's what I did last night. I came back out, set the plug in, mixed up some more epoxy, and now that is in place. Here's my problem. I can mount this back to the lathe, but not in a way that's going to give me access to the inside of the bowl. So basically that's just going to be hand sanded or maybe with a drill. I can put it on and get the back of this cleaned up, okay, which wasn't my biggest concern, but it was a little bit of a concern. And of course I can get all of this cleaned up. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And then hopefully that's also going to affect how this finishes, because I was going to put a wax finish on this. It's not food grade, but I was going to put a wax finish on it. But again, I can't get to the inside. So it would just have to go on by hand. And of course you can't shine it up and make it look pretty. Isn't that what it's all about? Not sure what I'm going to do there yet. We'll figure it out. I am going to have to change, well, yeah, I'm going to have to change the chuck on the lathe, and I don't know, let's just go over there and do it.
Okay, folks, there you go. It could have been a disaster, but we managed to save it. And I don't think it looks too bad. It's my first time working with Cedar, and I kind of like it. It's definitely a lot easier to turn. All I gotta do is remember not to blow through the bottom. Everything will be fine. I have quite a bit of this, and I pretty much have access to as much as I want, so I'm kind of looking forward to working with this because, man, it's absolutely beautiful. Now, of course, I couldn't finish it the way I wanted to because of the blowout, and that kind of limited what I could do with it. But we saved it. I think that's probably what's more important. So I appreciate you sticking around with me for a little while. I'll see y'all on the next one. God bless.